The rain hammered against the windshield like accusatory fists as I pulled into our driveway, the wipers screeching in futile protest. My tie hung loose around my neck, a noose of defeat, and the pink slip crumpled in my pocket burned like a fresh wound. Fired. After 12 years of grinding through corporate hell, they called it restructuring. I rehearsed the words in my head, hoping Sarah would wrap her arms around me, whisper that we'd figure it out. But as I stepped inside our sleek suburban home, the one her lawyer's salary had mostly paid for, the air felt thick, laced with the sharp tang of her favorite Merlot and something else, a faint cologne that wasn't mine. She was in the kitchen, perched on a stool, scrolling her phone with that poised elegance that had first drawn me in during law school mixers. Her dark hair cascaded over one shoulder, and her laugh, God, that laugh, pierced the room like shattered glass. Not at me, but at whatever was on her screen. I clear my throat. Sarah, I lost my job today. Her head snapped up, eyes widening for a split second before her lips curled into a smirk. She set the phone down face first, the screen glowing faintly against the marble countertop. Oh, honey, she said, but there was no honey in it. Then she laughed, full, throaty, unrestrained. I always knew you'd fail. Remember when I said you were too soft for that cutthroat world? Guess I was right. The words slammed into me like a gut punch, stealing my breath. I stood there, dripping rainwater onto the hardwood floor, feeling the chills seep into my bones. Heartbreak clawed at my chest, raw and immediate, but confusion muddled it. Had she really said that? My Sarah, the one who'd cheer my promotions, who'd frame my first bonus check. I rationalized it away. Stress from her big case, maybe, or the wine. That's not funny, I muttered, my voice cracking. She waved a hand dismissively, her manicured nails catching the light. Come on, Mark, lighten up. You'll bounce back. Or not. Either way, I've got us covered. She poured another glass, the liquid glugging like a mocking echo, and slid it toward me. But her eyes darted back to her phone, a flicker of something, guilt, excitement, that I couldn't place. That night, as we lay in bed, the sheets cool and uninviting between us, doubt crept in like shadows, lengthening across the room. Her breathing was even, but I stared at the ceiling, replaying her laugh. It wasn't just cruel, it was relieved almost, like she'd been waiting for this. I thought of the late nights she'd blamed on depositions, the way her phone buzzed incessantly during dinners, how she'd angle it away from me. Small things, easily dismissed as the demands of a high-powered attorney. But now, in the quiet hum of the air conditioner, they gnawed at me. Was I paranoid? Or had love blinded me to the cracks? The next morning, she left early for court, her heels clicking sharply on the tile like judgments. Don't mope all day, she called over her shoulder, her tone laced with impatience. Apply for something. Anything. The door slammed, and the house echoed with emptiness. Anger simmered then, hot and unfamiliar. I'd supported her through bar exams, through miscarriages that left us both shattered. And this was my reward. I wandered into her home office, the room smelling of leather-bound books and her jasmine perfume. Her laptop sat open, screensaver swirling hypnotically. I wasn't snooping, I told myself, just needed the printer for resumes. But as I nudged the mouse, her email inbox bloomed to life. No password. She trusted me that much. Or didn't care. The subject lines were innocuous at first. Case updates, client briefs. Then one caught my eye. Last night was incredible. From a name I didn't recognize. Ethan. My heart thudded, a drumbeat of denial. Probably a colleague celebrating a win. I clicked anyway, fingers trembling on the trackpad. The email unfolded like a nightmare. Can't stop thinking about your laugh when you told me about his big meeting. But he has no idea how free you'll feel soon. See you at the hotel Thursday? Confusion twisted into nausea. Hotel? Her laugh about my meeting? The one where I'd been fired? I scrolled back, emails stretching months. Flirty banter, shared frustrations about stagnant marriages, plans for discreet lunches that turned into afternoons. Photos attached. Her in lingerie I didn't recognize, his hand on her thigh in a dimly lit bar. The timestamps matched her late nights. Sensory details assaulted me. The imagined rustle of hotel sheets, the clink of glasses and forbidden toasts, the musky scent of betrayal clinging to her when she'd come home. Guilt washed over me for invading her privacy, but it drowned in a tide of shattered trust. How long? Why? I paced the office, the carpet muffling my frantic steps, my mind a whirlwind of rationalizations. Maybe it was emotional, not physical. Maybe she was lonely. My job had kept me distant too. But anger flared. She'd mocked my failure while hiding this. Love lingered, though, a stubborn ache. Remembering our wedding vows under that oak tree, the way she'd sobbed in my arms after losing the baby. I confronted her that evening. She came home late, again, her briefcase thumping against the hall table. The kitchen light cast harsh shadows, turning her face into a mask. "We need to talk," I said, my voice steady despite the storm inside. She sighed, pouring wine with practiced nonchalance. "About your job hunt? Or are you still sulking?" "About Ethan." The glass slipped, shattering on the floor in a spray of crimson shards. Her eyes widened, genuine shock flickering before composure snapped back. "What are you talking about?" I saw the emails. My words hung heavy, the air thick with the acrid smell of spilled wine. She laughed then, not cruel, but nervous, defensive. "It's nothing, just blowing off steam. You know how stressful my job is." Steam? With hotel rooms and secrets about my failure. Anger boiled over, but beneath it, heartbreak cracked my voice. "You laughed about me losing everything while you were with him." Tears welled in her eyes, her lawyer facade crumbling. "Mark, I didn't mean. I love you, but you've been so complacent. Ethan makes me feel alive, challenged. I was going to end it. I swear." Denial surged. I wanted to believe her, to rewind to ignorance. But the fragments of our life lay broken like the glass. Moral conflict tore at me. Was I the villain for snooping? Had my own shortcomings driven her away? She had her reasons, ambition, unmet needs, but they didn't excuse the betrayal. As she reached for me, pleading, I stepped back. "You always knew I'd fail." I echoed her words, the irony bitter on my tongue. She froze. "What?" I pulled the envelope from my pocket, the one I'd hidden since yesterday. Inside, a lottery ticket scratched to reveal a $2 million win. Bought on a whim the day before my firing. I didn't tell you about this. Figured we'd celebrate after I broke the bad news. But now at my escape, her face drained of color, greed and regret warring in her eyes. The twist hit her like a verdict. I'd walk away rich, free, while she faced the ruins of her double life. As I turned toward the door, the rain starting again outside, heartbreak gave way to a cold resolve. Betrayal cuts both ways, and mine was just beginning.